I'm not used to going live, so this is my third time. Like I said, I'm old. Uh, I did have sex with a chick that other people called Skeletor, but she had like a poppin' booty. She was like skeletonal. Tried to do a weird trick. Ay, 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 Hanky, you were there before, but God, it keep pushing the dang button. So now I have to learn from my mistakes and quit dropping my live chat, my live stream. But yeah, I do have a couple of live streams. I guess this is my third one. It should have just stayed on the first one, which was like almost 2 hours. So stupid. I'm not doing myself any favors. Um, but life is as such. You know, you can't get everything you want. You can do everything you can. Everything you will do is very important. It's it it it's epic what we can do. So don't stop believing in yourself. Believe in yourself, dude. It happened fucking again, man. Thank you. Yes, it fucking happened again. I not used to this. Okay, this is the first day going live. I didn't shave. I look like shit. Uh, but I'm just talking about things that are important to me, and I'm trying to get myself kind of raised up. But I mean, as far as my content goes, it's not so bad. I got a Facebook account, and my Instagram account is the same thing. I do believe in God. Thank you so much. I pray to Allah. Just kidding. Pray to God. Same God, by the way. The Jews don't believe in a hell, but they still pray to the God of Abraham. So the God of Abraham is still Christian God. The God of Abraham is Allah. The God of Abraham is is God, Jehovah. The God of the Christians is the same God. Okay, Hanky, yes, yes. If you can forgive me, then so can Jesus. See, this is what happens. See, I push the button, and this is when I'm like getting rid of my first stream. This is still my first stream, part like 3. Last stream was like 4 minutes long because I pushed a button. Beep bop boop. uh, okay, let's we're, if you believe in God, it's the same God, okay, buddy? I'm not trying to say Buddha. I'm not trying to say Jesus. Jesus is a great example of a person who is supposed to do the right thing, which is to forgive and be killed over and over again, because he's gonna resurrect himself. So okay, it's all right. See, this is where I keep doing it. You can disagree, Hanky. I'm sorry. I'm 46. I went to catechism. Never got my first communion. Baptized in Brist. Okay, well, all right. Thank you. You disagree to disagree. Yeah, exactly. Because we believe in the same God. We pray and we worship and we pray for each other. We help each other out. This is what life is all about. Um, I play video games. Melanie Mack is a good female. I guess she's on Twitch. I'm not on Twitch. Uh, but yeah, Melanie Mack. She reads Bible verses every single day, and when I listen to her voice, I really appreciate everything she has to say. She sounds really like kind of enlightened. I can't help but smoke cigarettes and drink beer. And I don't want to throw that as something to be entitled to be established to. I don't want anybody to drink and smoke, but I do drink and smoke. That's why I'm the rude dude. So I'm gonna do the bad news and the good news. It really isn't about these bad habits. I'm not trying to make people smoke or drink, but I do smoke and I do drink, and I'm an awful person. So there you go. But I do love my comedy. I do love my humor. I do love my taste in movies. I got a bunch of Funko Pops because I'm a Funko Pop idiot. I bought a bunch of them, and I've only posted so many. I still got more. I haven't even tried to sell them. Not even selling them yet. I'm an idiot. But I do enjoy pop culture. This is about pop culture. Addiction can make you a bad person, and it's just sad when people you care about turn on each other. People shouldn't be turning their backs. Everybody's on their own. This government. Reminds me of the fall of Rome. As far as I recall, when I was in Rome, Italy in 2011, this was right when Berlusconi was running Rome. Like, the biggest compliment was a bunch of old people talking to each other about their visits to the doctor. I mean, you grow old enough, and all you're doing is talking about your health and the weather. I mean, this is what being a human really is. It's not fucking Kanye West. It's not a bunch of fucking hype. It's not a bunch of fucking hype. You grow old, you're fucking old. You lived a life. Some people don't got anything to say because they're living in a homeless shelter. Other people got a home. Other people got so much going on for them that they got too much to give, and not enough people to receive it. Can you respond? Does anybody have any? Life is life, man. Some people win and some people fail and lose. I feel like I'm a failing fucking loser, and I probably fucking am. This is not what I'm here to say. I'm just trying to say that there is something wrong going on in the United States of America, the northern United States of America, that is not Canada or Mexico. And I'm coming right from the fucking borderline, from Tijuana, San Diego, to Tijuana, Mexico, Baja California. Just, it is what it is, like, River Styx. Oh, I know you, Sarah. Samantha. Is it Samantha? Sorry. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You got people. You got people saying you can't have water to raise your crops to feed the nation, and why is that? Why are you not giving the water to the people that are going to feed the country? Is there something wrong here? What do you want? Was it Monsanto? You want Monsanto to come and raise your fucking crops? You want fucking... It's so weird when everything changed was, they're like, hey, this is organic. Like, what do you mean? What's organic? It's organic. Uh-huh. Aren't vegetables organic? It's like, yeah, they're fucking organic, but we've been pumping fucking like tuna and weird calcium or something into your fucking food. It's like, why? Why? Isn't food good enough? No, this is about population control. Reminds me about if you want the truth about the markets and the farms, look into the SEC and see who owns what. Control the food, control the people. Food can be a weapon. Look at you guys. The chat is just going wild. I'm loving the chat. Yeah, it's so stupid. I live in California, man. Fucking rains. It snows when you get up to Northern California. Doesn't really snow here next to Tijuana. But I've driven up and down this coast. I've lived here my whole life. And going up and down this coast, you keep seeing these weird things where like farmers don't have the farmers are looking for water rights. It's like, what do you mean water rights? This I'm so upset right now. I can't even talk about all I can see is that this country is like worried about overpopulation, but they don't want to do what China does, which says you can only have 2 kids per marriage. But over here, when you get married, you can have all the kids you want, but you're gonna have to, pay the piper. If your marriage doesn't work out, you gotta fucking give alimony. You gotta give your woman half your resource. What? It's like, well, women need help. It's like, I understand that women need help, but you need a man to have help. If you can't have one man, what do you need? You say, fuck the patriarchy, Samantha. Now we're living in a matriarchy, and if there wasn't, now you really need civil servants. I'm not trying to be a dick about it or anything, but you need good entertainment is what you need. We need good entertainment. And where is it? Black Adam. We tried. What do you think about Black Adam, Samantha? What do you think about Black Adam? They put Henry Cavill at the very end as Superman, and now there's no Superman. Completely just. Hey, thanks, James Gunn. I actually did like the James Gunn. Everything he's done is good. I'm worried about the whole new. We're not living in a matriarchy. No, we need good education to encourage freedom of thought that would breed its own entertainment by default, arts, culture, etc. Well, I'm a part of that. Thank you, Samantha. I'm a part of that. Is it Sarah or Samantha? Sorry. Just kind of came in out of the blue. But I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much for being here. Anyway, sorry. Sorry, Hanky. You're cool too. No, I believe in God, but I think we need entertainment. Oh, you're so cute. Thank you. Exactly. We need the arts. We need culture. We need entertainment. I do that on my own. You kissed me again. Oh, you're what a sweetie. So what we're doing here is we're trying to just enjoy our comic books, apparently. Because now the new. Okay, so anyway, HBO Max, I have to say, all the DC animations since. The DC animations are where it's always been at. Always love to watch this, the Flash, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Hawk Girl, Green Lantern, Black Green Lantern, what's his name? Martian Manhunter, We love these shows. We love this series. I got kind of upset and kind of fell off the Red Death. Red Death. Okay. Oh, by the way, I've been watching. Thank you, River Styx. I've been watching the DC cartoons, and what I really loved about the newest ones is that they're using the actual voice actors from the CW for from the Flash show. That was so cool. I could recognize their voices so fast. I was like, "Holy shit! They got fucking you know." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Um, yeah, we got what's his name? Fuck, the Mexican dude. Anyway, you got some great stuff with the news with the Warner Brothers animations. You're actually getting you're getting your dollar's worth out of the animations because they're giving you all the heroes. I'm sorry, I just read your chat and that just made me laugh. Okay. Thanks for being in the chat. I'll try not to break this chat up like I did the last, because this is supposed to be my first live stream, but now it's like been split into three. uh, but yeah, no, you got Cisco from the WB show. Well, my favorite one. Let me get my mind back together. Constantine. Constantine in his own show was fucking dope. That British actor. I swear to God, I fucking wrote this character. He's a fucking drunk who hangs out with demons. And he's fucking badass. And they put him in the same actor who did the acting role is doing the comic book. I mean, doing the cartoon roles with the same voice. Yes, and he's dealing with Etrigan. Etrigan. Question: can the Batman defeat Etrigan by himself? Can the Batman defeat Etrigan without magic? The use of magic, whereas Constantine can easily defeat Etrigan. That's why they're called spirits. Thank you, Hanky. If Batman can defeat Superman, well, yeah. You know what I disliked about the Suicide Squad movie is that they fucking talked out this thing with Amanda Waller. Thank you, Hanky. Where Amanda Waller, that's a high five. Okay. Okay, River Styx. Okay, so yeah, Amanda Waller says that Bloodsport put Superman in the emergency room because he got shot with a kryptonite bullet. That's a bunch of talk and no show. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, Bloodsport's bad. He's badass. Got it. But isn't he somewhat recycled from, the Batman supervillain Deadshot? Isn't he kind of like Deadshot? Just two black actors, like same character. And then they even doubled down on it through James Gunn version by saying, that what's his name? Warbreed or whatever the fuck his name is, John Cena. Anyway, it's a bunch of show and don't tell. Thank you, River Styx. It's a bunch of show and don't tell. They're like, oh, he put fucking... Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's a bunch of tell and don't show. Sorry. Yeah. Whoops. Voice mind slipped. Yeah, so Amanda Waller tells her subordinates that this guy's a genius because he put Superman in the hospital. Exactly. Yeah, it's like can we watch that battle where Superman got shot by a kryptonite bullet that wasn't from fucking Batman, it was from Bloodsport? Good luck, man. Yeah, exactly, dude. I fucking loved Bull. Thank you, River Styx. I love Bullseye in Daredevil. He's just ruthless. He'll fucking do the kill shot. So if Bloodsport shot Superman, why is it out of context? Like, show the goddamn fight scene where Superman gets X'd out by a guy with a gun. It's fucking stupid, man. They're fucking pissing me off with this shit. Bullshit. So, and then getting rid of Henry Cavill. Great job, James Gunn. Fuck you, man. You fucking asshole. I've never met a woman in my life that's like, oh, I hate Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill's awesome. And, and then with Wakanda Forever, it's like they start off the movie where he dies. What? It's like, no. Anybody could have filled the fucking role and recast the Black Panther. No, I disagree. He left the show because they were defying the lore. It has books, video games, soundtracks, so many songs, so many soundtracks, so much to do with this Witcher. And Henry Cavill left, and now the show is a fucking bomb. It's a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit. It's a shit show because he wasn't supposed to talk. Once he started talking, they didn't like that. They got rid of him, and then once they get rid of him, now the show is one of the worst shows of all time. And it literally has that Cho lady from Here, There, and Everywhere. No, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And it's not. Yeah, exactly. Yes, thank you, River Styx. You are correct. I was so happy and relieved when he said, "Hey, I'm Henry Cavill. I'm gonna be Superman again. This is gonna be great." He just keeps getting the fucking shaft. For what reason? He didn't want to blow one of the producers or something? It just seems so stupid that they would try to recast Superman. Give me a break, man. I mean, the original Superman ended up in a wheelchair. Um, Christopher Reeves. And he was great. Christopher Reeves, the way that they approached Superman, the first Superman movie, the original Superman movie, was amazing. He did stand up for the little guy. He stood up for every person. He was there for everyone. Then you're gonna introduce Henry Cavill, and then for some reason James Gunn wants to drop Cavill. For what? He's like, my wife probably likes him more than me. So I don't want him on my stage, even though even though James Gunn gave his directorial debut to his wife. Anyway, where was I? About the WB cartoons. They've been great. I've been watching them. They're so good. I love the Justice Society thing where they go back in time and it's like a different reality in like Nazi Germany, and it turns out it's not a time flip, it's a reality flip, so you're in a different reality. So I get it. I get it. There's the Crisis on Infinite Earths um, storyline. So there's Infinite Earths. Great. Um, and watching these shows is so fun. Just so good. The WB cartoons fell off. Thank you. Yes, I love them. I love Crisis too. You got the books too. I know you have the books. You've shown them to me. I think you did. River Styx. Thank you for your chat. You're wonderful. Yep. I knew you had that book. I think you did show it to me. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm glad you're here. Um, I actually didn't. I'm not mad at the WB Flash, except for the fact that it was that Barry Allen, you know, marries his sister or wants to have sex with his sister. I don't know, man. Besides that, it's a great show. Besides that, they actually did everything they were supposed to do, and they did it fucking right. They did Grog right. They did, you know, pardon me. Smoking and drinking ain't good for your health. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, the WB shows. The cartoon that really messed it up for me was The Killing Joke, which was originally written by the guy who wrote Watchmen. Forgot his name. The Magician, the writer. I think he's Norwegian or something like that. Alan Moore. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, The Killing Joke was not fun for me because Bruce Wayne should not be having sex with Jim Gordon's daughter. I mean, right there, you lost me. I tried to watch the show after, and I got the first issue. I mean, I got the first original book, and she gets shot in the spine, and then she gets put in a wheelchair by Alan Moore, and it was a great book. It was an incredible graphic novel. Thank you. Yeah, River Styx graphic novel, incredible. Just amazing. They got the Joker so good, and then they painted the picture that he was a failing comedian in that book, and he had a pregnant wife, and he wasn't bringing home the moolah, and it drove him fucking crazy. So he had to dress up as the Red Hood, and now the new Red Hood is now Jason Todd. Yeah. River Styx, I feel your pain. I've been there. I had bought the original Incal books. Does anybody remember the Incal? Incal? The Incal by Jodorowsky and Moebius, Jean Giraud from France. I had let my friend from school borrow the books because they were so good. Then never to receive them back because she was doing witchcraft or sorcery and her dad didn't like it, so he burned all of her books, mine's included. At least that was the story that I was told. And that was weird because I was like in the fucking 5th grade. And then when I saw her again, it was in fucking middle school. At a different town. So it was just weird. So yeah, the Incal books. If you've never read them, yeah, exactly. They burned her books because they were hardcore religious. And it's like, you can be religious and still enjoy science fiction. You idiots. You morons. You know, maybe it's. I'm glad that they. But then again, I went through a different dimension, so I could just be going through a time dilation thing. Well, actually, I was just talking about that earlier. River Styx. I was just talking about that. Okay, you're really very vocal. I love it. I love that in the chat. Tell me, tell me more. DM me. Um, yeah, so the Inkall was a great book. The main character, his name was John D, and then apostrophe Fool, John the Fool, John the Fool, and he had a bird, and in the beginning of the story, he's having sex with a homeo slut. So she was like a virtual reality hooker, and he's just a loser. And then something happens where the bird catches the Inkall. Then the bird starts talking. Then he goes home, and it's like Life of Brian, where all of a sudden everybody's listening to this bird because it's telling you all these primal secrets, all this truth. And then he gets wrapped up in an adventure, and it goes on for 3 books. That's how it starts, and it's John Jerome Mobius. So if you don't know who that is, I would try to say the closest thing you could see easily from him, besides looking up his science fiction. If you look up John Giraud or Mobius, Moebius, Mobius. If you look up Mobius, he's Jean Giraud from France. Jean, Gean, Giraud, Gaureo. I think Jean Giraud, I believe is how you spell it. But the good way to look at that would be through the what's it called, the sixth was it the fifth element. That would be a good way to look at Jean Giraud's kind of world in the Inkall is through Fifth Element. And the Fifth Element's a really good movie. So there you go. I'm not a chicken. What do you call me, chicken? I just gotta pee. Anyway, I'm also a magician too. My magic is right in front of you. The fifth element, yeah. I think the fifth element was actually love. Oh yeah, she loved chicken. I thought you called me a chicken. You're like, damn you, Heike, calling me a chicken. Who doesn't love chicken? I remember one time I was maybe a vegan. Thank you, LOL. Thank you, Hanky. Uh, One time I went to hang out with these musicians, and they were punk rockers. Shake Hands with Beef. I like that Primus song. Shake Hands with Beef. The Brown album. I can just go on and on about the fucking Brown album. Love Primus, the Brown album. You know why? Because if you have a job and you lose that job, listen to the Brown album and go to town. It's hard to. When I was driving on the road, it's really hard to listen to really good music because you get so excited that you could get into a crash. So, gotta listen to the radio stuff or something mellow, Listen to mellow shit while you're on the road, especially for long distances. I would say that because I did travel across the country. Wasn't a bad life. But yeah, make sure to oil your car, gas her up, and change your tires. Change your tires. And the most fucking lottery of all details, impact insurance. Insurance for when you get into an accident. Very important stuff to not lose sight of. For example, when I lost my entire life in my car, that was in my car, all my records, all my artwork, which was probably weighed over 100 pounds of just pieces of paper stacked on top of each other. Uh, that's I was going 90. This guy was going 55. He jumped in the fast lane. What the fuck are you doing, you idiot? Because I didn't change my tires from the first road trip across the country, my tires could not handle getting out of his way or killing everybody behind me on the highway. Because I would have knocked him over so hard, because I don't know what he was trying to do in the fast lane when I'm going way too fast right behind him. So I got out of the way, car spun out of control. I don't know if you guys are into kung fu movies or anything, but I'm into kung fu movies. While the car is spinning out of control on the highway in Pennsylvania, outside of Scranton, everything goes in slow motion. Everything goes in slow motion. And then I got to see the partisan between the between the highways, one way and the other way, and I managed to just brace myself for the impact in slow motion and didn't die. Yay! But then my car was completely totaled, and if I would have had the right wheels, I could have gotten out of the way without the spin out. So I lost all my art, lost most of my poetry. I did two poetry features last year. These are all memorized, and they're on this YouTube channel if you want to check out my poetry features. Rude Dude Reviews. And I did a show for the mayor. I did a poetry reading for the mayor. I did a poem called what was it called? Kamikaze Bonsai Tree. And my friend Chris Fenoy, who's the beat poet laureate of the entire planet Earth. Chris Fenoy. He's really good. I'm in a crew with him. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, because at the end of the